Is any of them is wrong? No. All of them are correct. But one thing is common amongst all of them. Each of them has chosen one type of hadith, neglected the other two type of hadith, and he presents that hadith to me, telling me that this is the only way Prophet did. That's wrong. There are two more different ways. The second person wrote a book according to the second way. The third person chooses the third type of hadith. Have we solved the problem? We came out of following the Imams so that we will have one way. It's not one way. If it was only one way mentioned in the hadith, then these Imams would not have differed about it. For example, I will tell you this. Go and pick up the books of hadith that are just known books of hadith. You will find about 6 different ways of raising the hand during the salah. That did Rasulullah ﷺ raise or he did not, and if he did, how many times? 6 different type of hadith within the Sahih Sittah. Someone takes one hadith where he says that Rasulullah ﷺ raised his hands in every action of the salah. In every action of the salah. Tell me, if today someone would show you a hadith in Sahih Muslim, if someone would show you a hadith saying Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to raise his hands at every movement of the salah, including salam, even at the time of salam, he would raise his hands with the salam, just like you have seen the Shias doing it. And if you are surprised, the hadith in Sahih Muslim. That person comes and he tells you, brother, why are you not following this hadith? What are you going to say? Then you take another hadith, where it says that we used to raise hands in every action except for salam. Then there are hadiths that say that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to raise his hands 5 times in every 2 rak'ahs. Then there are hadiths that say 3 times. There are hadiths that say 6 times, and there are hadiths that say not at all. How to pick? One person writes a book, he mentions one type of hadith. I look at it, oh, this is from Sahih al-Bukhari. I'm going to follow this. All the Imams were wrong. They may not have heard this hadith. Second person gives me another book. I read that one. Oh, this hadith there is a hadith in Sahih Muslim. I should become a Shia today. I told you the hadith in Sahih Muslim. Mut'ah, the hadith about Mut'ah, where is it? In Sahih al-Bukhari. Allowing the Mut'ah. That marriage. The hadith is in Sahih al-Bukhari. Someone comes and shows us that hadith. What are you going to do with it? Make it easy on yourself. Don't start judging the hadith. During the time of Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, a person came to him and he said, accusing Imam Abu Hanifa in a good way, he says, I devoted my life for memorizing the hadith, and this is why I don't have time for opinions. Nice way. He's telling him that you only have time for opinions and I have time for hadith. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah says, do you have any book that you study the hadith from? He said, yes. And he had a book with him. He said, this is a book that I wrote by listening the hadith from my teacher. Imam Muwaffaq rahimahullah al-Makki al-Shafi'i, who was a Shafi'i, he narrates that Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah, when he opened the first page, the first hadith on the page said, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, وَلَدُ الزِّنَا شَرُّ ثَلَاثَةٍ. The son that was born from zina, he's the worst of the 3, which means father, mother, and the son, he's the worst of the 3. Imam Abu Hanifa rahimahullah says to him, what do you say about this hadith? He's the worst of the 3? He said, of course, this is what the hadith said. He said, no. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran, وَلَا تَزِرُ وَازِرَةٌ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. No person will carry the burden of others. Parents made a mistake, committed a sin, and you're telling me that the boy is bad, and he's the worst out of these parents? It's against Quran. What's the answer for it? He says, I only memorize hadith. He said to him, this is why we are trying to understand it. And then he tells him that this is not about in every situation, this hadith is about the situation where parents committed adultery, they had a son, and that son, when he grew, he started robbing people, he started stealing, and he started committing all kinds of sins. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said he turned out to be the worst of the three. It's about that specific situation. If you apply it on everyone, that's a big mistake. So, this is what I was saying, that in many occasions, really, people have very limited knowledge of the hadith. And then we base our decisions on those few hadiths. And as I said, if a person will really present that hadith for us, a book of hadith with these type of things, he can really mislead us very badly. He can mislead us very badly. Why? He puts one hadith about raising the hand throughout the salah. He puts another hadith about salah not breaking with sleeping at all. You can find that hadith. And he brings us third hadith that Prophet ﷺ urinated while standing up, Sahih al-Bukhari. Then the fourth hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ performed the salah while he was carrying Umama, his granddaughter Umama, on his shoulder. For the reference, Sahih al-Bukhari. What are you going to do? He brought fifth hadith about mut'ah. And you go on. And then he quotes an ayah from Quran al-Kareem. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that don't drink don't get intoxicated at the time of salah. Rest of the time you're okay with it. It's in Quran. Then he brings an ayah of Quran. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. Woe to those who perform the salah. Is it in Quran? No. Am I making a mistake? Isn't this in Quran? فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. Woe to those who perform the salah. Is it part of the ayah or complete ayah? Look at it. It's complete ayah. It's a complete ayah. He puts that reference over there. Oh, we are not supposed to do it. Look. Misleading is misleading. This is an exaggeration of an example, but if a person doesn't even have that much information, he could be misled by similar things. And the higher example is what normally happens around us, where we see people that they got one hadith from here, one from there, and they were told that, see, you see the hadith yourself. And you say, oh yeah, really, I saw it. He showed it to me in Bukhari, in Muslim. I saw it myself. I know you saw it. Did you see the other ones? The fuqaha didn't know the other ones. Abdullah ibn Mubarak didn't know it. Waqi' ibn al-Jarrah didn't know it. Imam Nawawi didn't know it. Hafiz ibn Hajar didn't know it. None of those people. So this is something serious. And it's very important for us to straighten our understanding about it. Once, just as a matter of piece of information that may be helpful, once someone read a book about questions, objections about it, and really he came to me very straightforward. Some people try to hide, some people are not that extreme, but he came with very straightforward opinion of what he thought was right, and that was following any of these Imams is just like what Allah says in Quran. Kuffar used to say, we follow our forefathers. So he's applying the ayah of the following the kufr on following the Imam. Number one, it falls under the category where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يُحَرِّفُونَ الْكَلِمَ عَمَّ مَوَاضِعِهِ. They change the words of Allah from its proper positions. So this is what he's doing, but it's difficult to make him understand that. So I said to him, in that case, if following the Imams falls under that category, then let's do this. Let us find out what are the sources of our deen? Where are we learning the deen from? Can we really trust Imam Bukhari anymore, the Sahih hadith that are in Sahih al-Bukhari? Can we trust the hadith in Sahih Muslim? Can we trust any of the hadith? A single hadith, can we trust it? And the answer will be, according to that opinion, no. No way. Because, guaranteed, pick up a chain of the hadith, and you will find, if not all, at least, this is what you need. One of them in the chain of the narrators, that was according to that opinion, was a follower of shirk, wal-iyāzu billah, and because he's the follower of one of the Imams. Not a single chain of hadith you have where the people in the chain of narrators are not followers of any of the Imams. What are you going to do? All of these muhaddithin did follow.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Many of us are asked this question, like one person approaches us, any person. If they ask the question, okay, which madhab do you follow? For example, I would answer this question as, I follow the Hanafi madhab. The person said,